Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to America's Video Games. Today we are counting down the best Switch games that released in 2023 that I have played. This was way harder than I thought it was going to be to make a list of the 10 best Switch games I played this year because I play a lot of Switch games. And it's true, I do consider myself really easy to please when it comes to gaming. Greatest game ever. Greatest game ever. The greatest game ever. The greatest game ever made. Please don't bother me, I'm playing the greatest game ever. Before you get on me about, this should have made the list, or why wasn't this on the damn list? Just know that a big time Switch game that did not make this list is probably because I didn't play it. At number 10, we start this list with Bramble the Mountain King. Now, this is an adventure and a horror game that's puzzle and story driven. First off, it is violent, it is gory, so this is not for little kids. This game blessed us on April 27th this year, published by Merge Games, and to tell you the truth, I really don't get into horror games all that much. This one left its mark on me. I made a full video about that mark that you can go check out right here, but I'll tell you that I think it gives a little bit of Little Nightmares vibes with boss battles. Now, some of those battles you are escaping from, but you actually do get to fight back later in the game. And it is a big file size at around 6 gigabytes, which may hurt your old SD card, but it definitely gets the AVG seal of approval, and it might be the best horror game that I've ever played. Number 9 by our good friends at Devolver Digital, I've got Gunbrella. Sorry kids, this one's also rated M for mature. But oh man, so fun. It is a one-player action platformer. The world of a Gunbrella has tons of villains and bad guys. You play as a man at first seeking revenge, and you've got basically the best weapon ever created by your side. The Gunbrella can do a ton of different things. It's very versatile. It will take others' lives and save yours. You run into the craziest of experiences when you are investigating. It's a whodunit shoot 'em up for less than a gigabyte, and the price is great too. It's originally set at $14.99, and if you're into shooting platformers, I think this is a must-buy for 2023, or just in general. I really enjoyed playing this one, and I will revisit this later. Moving on to number 8, I've got The Outer Wilds. This game on other platforms has won awards and been nominated for others. And now, in 2023 on the Switch, I see why. This is the very definition of an adventure game. It's a planet traveling game. As you are the newest member of the space program, you are set out to discover mysteries of the solar system. And believe me, there are a lot of them. Over time, locations, areas, and whatnot change. Certain things can only be found during certain times. And I wasn't sure what I was getting with this game when I first got it, which was only a few weeks ago, so it's fresh in my mind. This was released on December 7th for the Switch, but I'm so glad that I did now. It is actually much better than I really thought it was going to be. If you're the adventurer type who loves experiencing new things, especially different planets, I say this is the perfect game for you. At number 7, I have another brand spanking new one. This is Palia, and it's completely free to download, so if you have a Switch, I highly encourage you do this. At least give it a shot. It's a typical farm sim, but it's much more than that as well. Play by yourself or with your friends online at any time, or random strangers online at any time. I once had somebody follow me and do the same things as me for like 20 minutes. There's the growing of crops, there's the building of homes, there's exploration. Customize and play the way that you want to. When you start the game, you play as a human that just kind of sprouted out of nowhere, literally. Now the game isn't perfect, it is a little bit buggy. Published by Singularity 6, and it's a big file size at over 10 gigabytes. I think they're really onto something here. If you love the cozy game, this is perfect for you. But there's also action and adventure in this too. I think they're on the right track, and I think that they'll build even more in this game as it evolves. When it comes to consoles, it's a Switch exclusive so far. I just felt like this year, just so many great games came out. And since I did have so much trouble with this list, I'm gonna throw in some honorable mentions too. In Dave the Diver, you play as a diver named Dave. You start off simply collecting fish for a restaurant that you went partners in ownership with. It turns out to be much more than that. The mechanics feel good. The story is really good with the usual price of $19.99. It also just came out with free DLC. Star Ocean: The Second Story R by Square Enix. Square Enix is becoming wonderfully known for 2D graphics in 3D environments. This game is no exception. I cannot believe this game is not on the list. It is so good. It's a classic JRPG where you get a ton of different characters to use, a ton of different upgrades, items, level ups, and there's also various endings. If you so choose so, the game is very hard too. Fae Farm is a beautiful life sim game where you can also play online with your friends. I played online and it was a little bit wonky, but I'm sure they'll patch that up. You can decorate your farm, your character, plenty of other things to unlock and customize. Fae Farm also uses magic. You use magic to do various different things, and there's fighting in this too. There's a lot more to each of the games that I just named here. This is how good of a year it was for me that these games didn't even make the list, and I love all 3 of these honorable mentions. But don't worry though, if you're subscribed to the channel, I'll be posting content about these games in the future if you want to see for yourself or play these games with me. Thank you all so much for checking out part 1. Part 2 will be in the next few days or maybe by next week. I don't know. I've been very busy this holiday season, so stay tuned until then, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day.